come on, bounce, bounce, come on, bounce.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel again. Today we're going to be listening to Rediknow. Yeah, so go subscribe to Rediknow. We're going to be watching their video, which is why rappers are terrified of dissing Eminem, part 1. I tried to click on their link to part 2, so it told me that it was not available, so I don't know what's going on here. But I'm sure number 1, part 1 has enough information for us to go on and why rappers are terrified to diss Eminem. But look, I remember watching a clip of the game. Yeah, the game was part of Aftermath and all that. Yeah, he was in their crew, but you know when he had that beef for 50, they asked him, yeah, why, like what is it about Eminem? And he said, yeah, you can have beef with anybody there, yeah, but you don't want to play with the white boy. He said something on those lines. He said something like, you don't want it from the white boy. You don't want it because he will finish you off. We know that, yeah. You know, I'm a fan of Eminem, obviously, and I know. Look, you don't want beef with this guy, bro. He'll finish you off. Anyway, ready now? Let's see what you got to say.
Diss songs that scare rappers from dissing Eminem. Welcome to Rediknow. Today we're counting some key tracks from Super MC Eminem that prove that when it comes to rap disses, you don't want to mess with him. Disses are part of the hip-hop culture and a common way through which rappers express themselves and their differences. The industry, however, has its untouchables, the very elite group of artists everyone knows better than to mention in a diss track. Not by...
It's so true. You can diss people, yeah, but there's certain people you just can't touch them. Don't try it, bro, because they will finish you. And if they won't finish you, their fans will finish you. Now that we got YouTube and all the rest. Anyway.
By unfounded fear, but by the assured savagery of the reply that will follow and how damaging the outcome will be on their careers. On top of this list of living rappers is the Shady Records rapper, Eminem.
Did you hear that? On the top of this list. Yeah, we all know that there's good battle rappers out there. We know that, but this guy right here, you don't want the smoke, bro. You don't want it because he's not out to just play. Like, he's not out to play. He's out to end you, like finish your whole career, finished, done. You don't exist anymore. We don't know you anymore. Anybody who claims to know you will disclaim that straight away. We don't know you anymore, because now being associated with you will bring us down.
He is no stranger to rap disses and beefs, whether through isolation.
That video, we've got to do it. We have to do that video. The 8 Mile disses. We're gonna do that.
Disrespectful mentions or full-out battles, Eminem has had his run-ins with almost every notable name in the music industry and beyond.
Come on.
He has taken on some of the scariest diss rappers like Cannabis and Benzino. Destroyed
Benzino? Look, I didn't even know who Benzino was until, what, 2015? What track has Benzino made? Do you know what? I only know the Eminem side of things. I don't know the Benzino side of things when it comes to it. I don't know it. Yeah, all I know is that he was the head of the Source magazine, and he was using that to try and finish off Eminem's career. But Eminem killed him. But I know it was scary because I think what was it? Eminem said that ambulance. Eminem said, yeah, that the Source magazine was the go-to magazine to know about who is doing the best in the rap game. You know, if the Source said it, then that was the truth. Yeah, so the Source was the one that was rating all of the Nas, all the rappers from before, and Eminem was using that for inspiration. yeah, and then they try to put him down in that magazine. So what did Eminem do? He took the magazine down on the record. This is why this guy is such a G. Sorry, we're 58 seconds in, and I'm already going off. Anyway.
Famous pop superstars like Mariah Carey, Lady Gaga, Jessica Simpson, and Britney Spears. Even powerful politicians like Dick Cheney, Bill Clinton, Sarah Palin and Donald Trump have all been victims of Eminem's fearless taunts.
Nobody is safe with this guy about. Nobody is safe. Ugh.
In all this, M has never taken an outright L in any battle. On the contrary, his unmatchable rhymes, effortless lyrics and comical clowning of his enemies have played major roles in destroying some musical careers like those of Ja Rule, Insane Clown Posse.
Who remembers what happened to Ja Rule? And Ja Rule's still trying to come out. Bruv, Ja Rule, go to sleep, bruv. Insane Clown Posse, I don't know who you are.
Vanilla Ice, and Benzino.
Uncle Benzino, oh my days.
Here are 5 songs that mark Eminem as a savage at rap beef and have made other rappers not mess with him. If it's your first time here, welcome. Please subscribe to our channel and give a thumbs up to this video. Number 5, The Warning. A Mariah Carey diss. The story of Eminem and Mariah Carey is one that
we know about this track. I'm gonna put my video up on it, but we know about the whole Eminem and Mariah and Nick Cannon beef. You know? If you've been with someone, why lie about being with someone? Like, why are you gonna lie? We know it's true, and then Eminem had the voicemails to prove it. But anyway.
Has had several back and forths with both artists repeatedly going in on each other in what has become a never-ending war of words. It allegedly started off with Eminem claiming that he and Mimi were once a couple for a lengthy stretch, a relationship status that Mariah dismissed as Eminem's fantasies.
Why are you gonna lie about it?
M being M, he launched a number of shots at the pop superstar, notably with cuts like Superman, Jimmy Crack Corn and Bagpipes from Baghdad touching on his version of the story.
Am I too nice? Buy you ice. Bitch, if you died, wouldn't buy you life. What you trying to be my new wife? What, you Mariah? Fly through twice.
In a bid to give grounds to his side of the story, the Shady Records boss even played voicemails he said were from Mariah during his anger management tour.
So who is that?
He's got the voicemails.
You love it. Yo, that sounds like Mariah Carey.
That's me.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Don't tell me she's behind one of these doors. Mariah, I told you to stop following me every motherfucking city we go.
Come on.
It's over between us.
Things escalated in 2009 when Mariah released a track, Obsessed, that was understood to be clowning Eminem, especially in the music video, even though it didn't do much to smack down that assertion. Eminem responded not long.
Honestly, that track, Obsessed, I think it's the best shot at Eminem from anybody. I think that's the best shot at Eminem from anybody. But she didn't win. But I think it's the best shot anybody's taken at Eminem.
Long after, with his release of the acid-tipped Mariah diss track The Warning. The cut features Mariah and hubby Nick Cannon in the rapper's crosshairs, as Marshall Mathers III spits lines about bodily fluids while employing some Mariah samples.
Sit back, homie, relax. In fact, grab a six-pack, kick back while I kick facts. Yeah, Dre, sick track, perfect way to get back. Wanna hear something wick-wack? I got the same exact tat that's on Nick's back.
Come on. The exposure's there. Come on, we're gonna do this track. We're gonna do it.
I'm obsessed now. Oh, geez, that's supposed to be me in the video with the goatee. Wow, Mariah didn't expect it to go balls out. Bitch, shut the fuck up before I put all them phone calls out. You made it my house when you was wildin' out. Before, Nick, when you was on my dick, and give you something to smile about.
Number 4, Nail in the Coffin, a Benzino / The Sword.
This track right here, yeah, is the one that literally broke the whole industry. Because before this, the source was the holy grail of any material about hip hop, yeah? after this song, we don't know about the Source anymore. We don't know about Source Magazine anymore. We don't know about Benzino anymore. Delete it.
Source Magazine diss. If you're ever in need of an example of a hip-hop prodigy performing a lyrical destruction on one of his enemies, Nail in the Coffin should meet your needs.
Exactly what I'm saying.
In 2003, back when magazines were still important in building and guarding artists' image and reputation, Eminem was in full beef mode with the Source and its co-owner Ray Benzino Scott. Scott came out of nowhere with an Eminem diss track, and the magazine followed suit on the editorial side, regularly roasting Eminem in articles and reviews. In the midst of all
Benzino had tracks. What tracks? I've never heard a Benzino track. Let me know the tracks that he's done. Let me hear the Eminem diss that he's done.
all this, several monster diss tracks sprung out of Eminem's beef with Benzino, including Nail in the Coffin and The Sauce. Benzino's did his to come at Eminem, but his efforts were just nowhere near the hurling pride-wounding taunts he received from Eminem.
It's true.
Eminem slammed the Source for their lack of credibility and mocked Benzino's dismal hip-hop career. "If you're that much of a gangsta, put the mic down, you should be out killing mother effers right now," sneers M on Nail in the Coffin. The Source's reputation was further tarnished, and Benzino would eventually opt out the Source magazine and wind up on Love and Hip Hop.
From one of the biggest magazines to Love and Hip Hop. We don't even know about Benzino anymore. Like, Love and Hip Hop, bruv. If you really like hip hop, you're not watching Love and Hip Hop, bruv. That's not where you go to get music. That's not where you go to find out about careers. Love and Hip Hop. Who's even on that show, bruv? I know one person, that's Benzino. Who else is on that show?
I would never claim to be no Ray Benzino, an 83-year-old fake Pacino. So how can he hold me over some balcony without throwing his lower back out as soon as he goes to lift me? Please don't, you'll probably fall with me and our asses will both be history. But then again, you finally get your wish, cause you be all over the street like 50 Cent.
Number 3, Hail Mary, Bull.
This one right here, yeah, is the only one that comes above the Benzino one. Because this was a feud that went on for so much longer. Yeah. This was a feud that started between 50 and Ja Rule. And Ja Rule decided to put everybody in it. What the hell? What are you trying to do, Ja Rule? But anyway, after this, we didn't know about Ja Rule anymore. We still don't know about Ja Rule.
Haley's Revenge and Go to Sleep, Ja Rule disses. Eminem and Ja Rule had a nasty bit of back and forth in the early 2000s. A spin-off of the well-documented heat between 50 Cent and the Murder Inc. MC that literally ended Ja Rule's career and created problems for his record label and associates like Ashanti.
Literally, this beef here ended Ja Rule and everyone around Ja Rule. We don't know anybody. We don't know who's in Ja Rule's posse anymore. We don't know them. They tried hard, but no, they couldn't.
And Irv Gotti. Worst of all is that M's beef with Ja was completely unprovoked. Following 50 Cent's signing with Shady Aftermath, Ja Rule, out of too much confidence from being one of the hottest rappers at the time, sent a warning to Eminem and Dr. Dre on live radio to check 50 Cent against releasing any more diss tracks against him and Murder Inc.
You hear that?
This was preceded by several Eminem disses which, for the most part, were ignored. However, mentioning Haley Mathers, Eminem's daughter, on one of his
And it's sad for Ja Rule, man. It's sad for Ja Rule. It's sad for him because we all know at that point Ja Rule was one of the biggest people out. Ja Rule had all the hits, he had everything. And I think that is what made him too confident. It made him overconfident. He thought he could just drag anybody into the beef. But little did he know.
diss tracks was probably one of the biggest career mistakes Ja Rule ever made. This pretty much disqualified Ja Rule from receiving any mercy from what followed. Eminem went on a relentless streak of trashing Ja Rule and murdering and several impossible-to-match diss track riddled with the signature hard-crafted bars and comical clowning he is known for. M's disses also included guest appearances from the likes of 50 Cent, DMX and Busta Rhymes, rappers who found themselves dragged into the beef mostly by Ja Rule's ego.
You hear that? Ja Rule just brought random people into the beef, like he could just take down the whole squad. This guy did not know. He did not know yet. Now he should be the one teaching people about, nah, don't beef with Eminem, you know.
You ain't no killer, you a pussy. That ecstasy done got you all emotional and mushy. Bitches wearing rags and photos. Ja's words being quoted in the source, stealing pop shit like he just wrote it. You loud mouths, pray to God, hoping no one's listening.
We're gonna do Hail Mary as well.
Coming for me. Oh my God, my position.
It's one of my favorite tracks.
To me, please, got it.
One of my favorite diss tracks.
Ecstasy done got me feeling so invincible. Now all of a sudden I'm a fucking madman who screams like I'm Pac, but I'm not. Enemies in the sea. Acting like I'm great, but I'm fake, I'm crazy.
Number 2, Can I Bitch? A Cannabis diss. Cannabis is
This one, yeah, was just lyrical. Straight lyrics. So he's better. That's basically what it is. But I mean there's more to it. It didn't last too long. Yeah, but basically who's the better MC? That's what this one is about. Oh, and other stuff, but I mean this was a very like bar for bar, let's see who's better kind of thing.
not only a prolific lyricist but is also no stranger to high-profile beefs. His run-ins with the legendary LL Cool J is one of hip-hop's most dramatic beefs. The second-round KO rapper also had a distaste for Eminem dating back to the late 90s. The start of the bad blood between the two legends dates back before Eminem was signed and gained mainstream success. Cannabis allegedly accused Eminem of ghostwriting LL Cool J's diss tracks towards him. Even though Eminem openly denied doing so, it didn't stop Cannabis from putting up disrespectful behavior and eventually releasing several disses at Eminem. The pair traded lyrical barbs for a few years and full-on diss tracks would later find their way into the mix, including 100 Bars by Cannabis, Without Me by Eminem, F You by Cannabis and Just Don't Give an F by Eminem. On the Straight from the Lab mixtape, Eminem picked apart Cannabis with a song titled Can I Bitch? Kicking
Finished. That literally dismantled the whole guy's life and career in that one track. Too many bars. Gosh. We need to do that track.
off with an homage to Slick Rick's children's story, this track has a downright giddy tone in the way it cuts its subject, clowning Cannabis in the most degrading way.
Now once upon a time not long ago, there was a little rapper about to blow, but his album came and it was not good. I think it went let a double copper wood, so this is
Instead of going platinum or gold, it went where? It went where? Let's see, where did it go? It went where?
about to blow, but his album came and it was not good. I think it went let a double copper wood, so the silly little fans they were misled by a nerdy internet computer hip hop head. Me and you, Clef, we're gonna make some cash. Grab the silver paint and let's paint my ass.
Number 1, Cleaning Out My Closet, a Debbie.
Look, I understand why they put this at number 1. Yeah, this is the one. It's not even number 1. It's above number 1. But it's above number 1 because how can you diss your mom? Like, this is his mom. His mom, you know. This is his mom. Yeah, like, if you can come out on mainstream and diss your mom like this, it's just breaking too many boundaries. It's like, this is the one thing where Eminem connected to everybody in the world. Anybody who had any sort of problem with their parents connected to the song some way, somehow. Nobody else can do that. Nobody else can do it like this. Come on.
Mathers diss. It's one thing to diss a fellow rapper, but dedicating an entire track to making disrespectful allusions to one's own mother is an elite of its own, and Eminem did just that. Eminem and his mother haven't always gotten along. The rocky relationship between him and his parents has always popped up in the mega-selling MC's songs. However, the track Cleanin' Out My Closet, the Shady Records boss decided to be extremely salty in addressing the history and relationship with his parents. From deadbeat father to drug-addicted mother, Eminem laid waste to his parents, cursing even their memories and wishing them dead. He
literally didn't get on with both of his parents, man, and he broke it all the way down in these tracks. All the way down.
He was particularly unforgiving in the way he brought the spotlight on sour feelings he had towards his mother. The music video took the disrespect even further with graphic disturbing images of Eminem digging a grave and cursing his mother. Even though in the last verse of the song, M claimed the record was not directly aimed at his mother, it's hard to not link the two, given the rocky relationship with Ma. Another notable mention is the shocking 20.
Alright. We know about what they're about to say by seeing this already. You can't be an Eminem fan and not know about this cypher right here. 2017, where he went at Donald Trump. Like, how many shout-outs did he get from this? Even Johnny Lucas shouted this out on I'm Not Racist. You need to listen to that song too. We've got to do that track as well. Come on.
2017 BET Cypher freestyle in which the Detroit rapper bravely trashed US President Donald Trump.
We better give Obama props, cause what we got in office now's a kamikaze that'll probably cause a nuclear holocaust. And while the drama pops and he waits for shit to quiet down, he'll just gas his plane up and fly around till the bombing stops.
Nobody's safe. Nobody is safe. Nobody. How many presidents this guy has he dealt with? How many people is he going to destroy? Come on, man.
Intensity's heightened, tensions are rising. Trump, when it comes to giving a shit, you're stingy as I am. Except when it comes to having the balls to go against me, you hide them. Cause you don't got the nuts like an empty asylum.
All these and many more diss tracks make Eminem.
You don't have the nuts, yeah? Nuts. Nuts as in like eating nuts, but nuts as in balls. Nuts as in nutters. Like an asylum. Like an empty asylum. Empty asylum. Yeah, what do you call the people that are put in asylum? The people who have gone nuts. That's, oh my days, come on.
Eminem, one of the scariest rappers to
Renegade,
ever diss.
man, on the roof.
How do you diss a living legend who not only has the lyrical and comical tools to destroy other legends but is also psycho enough to care less about dissing himself and his parents? Not to mention his impressive list of...
That's another point. He's ready to diss himself. Did you not watch 8 Mile? Come on, man. Come on, he will diss himself and you. What are you going to say now?
Loyal proteges like 50 Cent, Aubrey Trice, and Bizarre who would jump on your neck for the slightest disrespectful mention of Eminem on your record. I guess you don't, and rappers get the message. Even beefmongers like Rapper Game have vowed never to go at Eminem for whatever reason.
Bro.
It's so sad that the likes of...
Do you hear that? In the game, yeah? He knows, look, don't try it. Don't try it. We're gonna go over those videos anyway.
Ja Rule, Benzino, and Insane Clown Posse got the memo late. Thanks for watching. There
you go. That's Redinow's video. I enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed that. But yeah, man. Don't play. These people just don't get... They don't get the money. Don't play. You're not part of this club. Don't try it with Eminem. Try with anybody else. Feel free, but not M. Anyway, if you like the video, just drop a like, subscribe, share, and yeah, I'll see you on the next video. See you later.